Do you dream about living in Japan but feel so overwhelmed by the complicated process? I know there's so much you gotta do, the paperwork, the visa application, finding a job. But don't worry, because this video I'm revealing the laziest hassle-free ways you can use to make your dream of living in Japan a reality. Pay attention and you're gonna have a step-by-step guide on exactly what you need to do to get started. Method number 1, teaching English. I know, it's the most common foreigner job you can do here in Japan. But there's a reason for that. It's so easy to enter because you don't need any level of Japanese. The schools provide training, so you don't need an insane amount of experience before applying. And it's probably the most enjoyable job that you can do here. Me personally, I've been doing it for about 2.5 years on the side, and I love it. I wake up every day excited to go see the kids, hang out with them, have a ton of fun. It's awesome. So how can you get started? Start looking for language schools that are currently hiring and offer a visa sponsorship. Put together a simple resume that highlights any relevant experience you have, even if that's just tutoring, babysitting, that one time you helped out your brother's football team, anything is cool. After that, just start applying. You can apply directly to the companies or take a look at the various recruitment websites that post up so many different job options for foreigners wanting to come to Japan. Method number 2, the working holiday visa. This is probably my favorite visa that's available for foreigners because it gives you an insane amount of freedom. This visa lasts for up to a year and you can work as much or as little as you like, giving you that freedom to spend your time how you want. If your goal is to travel and explore as much of Japan as possible, you can easily just do seasonal work like working summer camps, working at a winter ski resort, and then spend the rest of your time moving through the country. Or if you think you need some more funds, you can easily take a full-time job teaching, working for a hotel, working in restaurants, hospitality. There's so many options. So how do you get started? Step 1 would be to do some research. Check if your country offers the working holiday visa and has that agreement with Japan. If you do, trust me, you are so lucky. Step 2 would be to check that you meet all the requirements. A big one would be the age. I believe it's from age 18 up to 30. So if you're within that age range, perfect. And if you meet all the criteria, you can apply directly through the Japanese embassy within your country or area. Are you ready to make your move to Japan as smooth and as easy as possible? Book a consulting call with me and I'll answer all the questions you have along with sharing my absolute best advice and tips for building a life here. There's so many things I've learned and so many things I'd wish I'd known before moving here. So if you're serious about making a move, click the link in the description and book a call with me right now. Method number 3, come over as a student. There's so many options for students coming for university, doing an exchange program, just coming to a language school and studying Japanese. And I know that can be expensive, so utilize the various scholarships that Japan has to offer. So many universities are happy to help cover your tuition and your living costs as long as you meet the right criteria. Studying in Japan is one of the best ways to fully experience the country. You get your holidays, you meet so many people, you can study alongside both local and other foreign students. So how do you become a student in Japan? Start looking into scholarships that are offered directly from the university or different organizations like MEXT. And finally, get all the necessary paperwork ready, like your transcripts, your personal statement, your recommendation letter, and you'll be good to go. If you want tips on living and thriving in Japan, check out my video on living costs in Japan. Click here to watch now.